Good Morning Night Vale is brought to you by The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine, a new independently produced and crowdfunded 10-episode original audio drama. Set in a deceptively familiar world of electronic surveillance and machine-mediated communication, The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine follows Lydia Ryan and her friends, lovelorn Ethan and wannabe internet sensation Dee, as they struggle to unravel the mystery of her mother's disappearance. Escape the sinister Fontaine family, and survive the feud over her grandfather's supernatural legacy. It weaves bitter family drama and high-stakes intrigue with fantasy and cyberpunk elements to create a surreal mystery about secrets and grudges, old books, big data, and the promise of infinite knowledge. And do not forget the talking birds. It's a full-cast production with original music and a bespoke soundscape presented through a series of found-footage-style surveillance recordings. And it's important to note, this show was made entirely without generative AI. Even the computers are voiced by human actors. Episodes are free, and you can start listening right now with the Season 1 finale due to come out on August 16th. For more information, go to lydiadisappears.com. and find The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine wherever you get your podcasts and start listening from the beginning.
Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Let's have a heart-to-heart.
It'll be quick. I don't think I'm supposed to have it outside my body for too long.
Good morning, Night Vale. Hi, it's Hal.
Hey, it's Symphony.
Ho there. It's Meg. And we are your hoes, and we are here today to do a podcast for you.
Hose?
I'm looking for, yeah. We're the good morning hoes. And
We them hoes.
yeah, and we record this podcast called Good Morning Night Vale, where we recap every episode of the hit popular podcast, Welcome to Night Vale. We talk about it. We talk about the behind the scenes. We talk about the in front of the scenes. We talk about what we think, and we talk about whatever we want to think. And today we are doing episode 202, the day after the day, which premiered February 15th, 2022. And currently in our time, the day we are recording this is Monday, March 9th at 7:52 p.m.
Woo!
The original episode description was, unfortunately, Valentine's Day has happened again. Let's discuss our reactions and revelations.
Let's talk about it.
That is what it says in the notes.
As we gather, I'm trying to stay truer to the notes and work hard on those, Meg. And I feel like I have not been respecting them properly. So I'm going to say
Copy
more.
and pasting that since 2018, guys.
Wow.
8 years. Wow.
Pre-pandemic. Life doesn't seem real.
That's what this episode is about.
Yeah. Yeah, like after a traumatic time that everyone in the town has gone through, with this being Valentine's Day and not COVID 1900, and how people recover from that, how they move on from that, how they are forever changed, but then somehow persevere through that. Right? Am I wrong?
You're right.
Or am I right?
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Every once in a while, I get it right, you know? And I think this episode does get that feeling right of being like, you know, you're changed, but you've been just like trying to like keep going through stuff. And one thing that jumped out to me today was something about, they're like, wars. And I was like, ugh. I was like, yep.
Yeah.
I was like, just like war. Ugh, you guys, what the heck? What the heck?
What the heck? It's not a great time. We say that. I feel like we're saying that a lot. We're saying that kind of every episode. We're like, it's a new, not a great time.
I want it to be a great time, though. I really do. I would love for it to be an awesome time where I had like medium worries, like not blaring, scary, like big time anxiety inducing worries. Like I want to be like, man, I got a ticket, or I'm scared I'm going to get, something like that. Or I don't know, something not serious.
Yeah.
I want it to not be that deep, you guys. I want it to not be that deep.
Yeah.
But it is.
2025 was a 365-day waking nightmare, and I don't want to go back to it.
Yeah.
But I was real hopeful this year, and I fucking hate 2026 so far. Almost as badly as I hated 2025, and there's room for it to get worse.
But we keep existing until one day we don't, right? And I think that's
right.
That is what's happening in Night Vale, and I think we need to take what I'm trying to take some sort of solace and being like, you know what? And we shall persevere through this just like everything else. But I don't want to persevere. I want to be cute and wear fun little outfits and be fucking unserious, you guys. But
yeah,
everything is not safe, like they say in the show. So
I will say that even in these really bad times, the two of you make it a fun time.
Aww. Back at you.
So even though we're living in this not great timeline, at least we're in each other's timeline.
Right? We're together.
That's right.
Because that would be bad if we weren't in the same timeline.
Yeah, that'd be very bad.
Another thing I did find funny in this episode was they're like, trade, numbers go up, so no war. And I was like, oh my God, is that what adult people do? Is that what people are like, well, I need more money, so let's start a war. All of it. Very sad. But what I did find funny was the thing about the hallmarks and like, who was it? Jackie Fierro at the pawn shop had all those teddy bears. 4 miles of teddy bears.
It's a lot.
That's too many teddy bears. Where'd you even get those from? Did they order them from Jeff Bezos? Wait, does Night Vale have Jeff Bezos? Probably. Do they have Amazon?
I feel like Amazon's been mentioned. Well,
it's been mentioned, but I don't think it's the same.
There was the package. All the packages getting delivered.
Right, that's true.
Package delivery day. That feels like there's a worse version of Amazon somehow, and it exists in Night Vale.
It exists in Night Vale.
Yeah.
But as usual, the city council is in Bermuda.
Yeah, the fuck out.
Except for me, Tamika.
Right.
Yeah, well, no, you take your work seriously.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're bad at their jobs. You're not.
And thank you for recognizing that, Hal. And sure. I would say if I were actually Tamika, I would also be organizing a blood drive. I don't know if humans and librarians have compatible blood. So, but her heart is in the right place. You know what I mean? She's trying to solve a crisis, but she's getting the blood from the librarians. Do they have the same? They're not humans. You can't be like, I couldn't get blood from like a pig or something, right? You get hearts?
I don't think so. Well,
okay.
You can get valves, but you can't switch blood, right?
It might be the same.
No, you need your specific.
Right.
There's certain types that can take each other's types with positive and negatives and stuff, but it's got to be human.
Right.
Yeah, because you pretty much can take. Yeah, only
I can't suck down some bird blood and be like,
you can't suck down some bird blood. No, it's not gonna. Your body's not wired for that.
No matter how badly you want it.
But you can. It's possible I think in the short term to use some animal parts for human parts, but you have to take those like immune suppressant drugs that are bad for the rest of your body. And they are working on, there's like progress on genetically engineering the animals to be less rejected by humans for parts. I read a book that mentioned this, but I was reading it for funsies and not for phrenologies, so I can't tell you more about it.
I don't know if I like that either.
You didn't study it.
I didn't study it, no. But it's, Mary Roach has a book where she talks about, it's called Replaceable You. It came out last year. It's about sort of the human body and replacing bits of it and how we do that.
Well, if I was compatible with anything, I'd give you guys a kidney or bits of my liver or whatever. You probably don't want it, but it's yours.
I mean, I'm good right now, but who knows in the future?
You're like, I'm taking note.
What's your blood type? Everyone say it at the same time. That'll be great for our editors. 1, 2, 3.
AB
positive. Wait, what are you, Hal?
I'm AB positive.
I'm AB positive.
Wait, really?
How? We can give each other blood.
Damn.
We could do it. Let's go. I'll be right over. I have tubes.
You're O. Are you O negative or positive?
I don't know which one I am. I can't remember, but I know I have an O blood type. So
that's great.
So you'd be the universal donor if you're the right one.
Yeah, I know. Because the other one is one is the.
Isn't AB positive the universal recipient?
Yeah, because we can take A and B and AB.
Whoa.
And O, of course.
And O, yeah.
O negative, I guess, is the universal. Yeah.
You know what sucks is that they don't blood type you every time you get like a blood draw. Like, when you do like, I wish they did that. That should be part of the standard, whatever, because I should know. I shouldn't be gate capped.
Your doctor might know.
Yeah, I don't know Iris's blood type. They've never typed her. I don't know. Joseph doesn't know his blood type.
I think it has to match yours.
Well, so Iris doesn't have to match mine. It's either mine or Joseph's, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, it has to be one of yours, right? Like,
yes. And then there's also if you have the negative factor, then you need to get shots during pregnancy in case your kid has a positive factor, because that could be dangerous to you and the pregnancy and the baby if you have a different, positive or negative. Yeah.
Your body's like mad about it, right?
Yeah, your body gets mad about it because listen, again, not a doctor.
No, none of us.
I know that Iris's DNA is in my blood forever. Because that's how they found, when I got a test when she was 12 weeks, they just took my blood and they were like, these are her genes and she is a girl from just taking my blood.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know how that stuff works. I'm a medium scientist. I understand certain things and I have a Bachelor of Science, but in theater.
The theater science.
The science of the theater.
Yeah. And I'm the science of marketing management.
Yeah. I'm as much of a doctor as Dr. Pepper.
I have of the arts.
Of the arts.
Yeah. I'm of the arts. I don't even have a sci in there.
Yeah. I just didn't want to take any more language stuff, so I just took science and math classes. Anyway. Well, that's crazy. Yeah, I must have that paperwork somewhere in my ever-growing pile of papers that you get when you're an adult. What else was interesting? What the hell does this say? End, duck.
The hieroglyph, you mean? The Egyptian hieroglyph?
Oh, yeah.
With the pin-tailed duck?
The puzzle. No, the puzzle.
Okay.
I was trying to...
Yeah, the audio puzzle. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to show you what I wrote down. It looks like a Duro puzzler with a duck.
And then it says end. So then I see a duck pie.
Yeah.
This is, I can't read my own handwriting sometimes. It's like my hand is haunted or something. Anyway.
It's halfway between a prescription and a serial killer's note. What you just showed.
Not wrong. Honestly. Not wrong. Because sometimes I just be scribbling. I'm like trying to write so fast, but also listen. And that's very difficult. I was never good at taking notes as a youngster. So this is stay in school, kids. Stay in school. Stay in school. But yeah, all the puzzles, the puzzle is like you get 6 guesses. What do you think it was? I think it's just something to fake you out, because what could it be? There were some people that made some guesses in our.
Okay. What are the guesses? Because
let's see.
It was too simple to follow. I was too simple to follow.
You were too simple to follow.
Yeah. I know we're making fun of Wordle, but
right, which I have never been good at. I rarely get it, so I don't have bragging rights. Okay, so not a paradox, an oxymoron. People were saying it could be.
Okay.
Somebody said, unfortunately, no words I could find that mean grandly yet foolishly. However, foolhardy means brave and foolish, or wise fool is a paradox.
But there's no O.
Oh, well, and what has a duck at the end? None.
Exactly.
Oh, wait, paradox? Is that what he meant? No, just kidding. Maybe
paradoxical, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. You know what? Asked and answered. Is that right? Is that right, Hal? Did I do it right?
That's right. You did it right.
Yeah. I've got
Shout out you.
Yeah, podcasting.
More podcasts.
We're podcasters.
My gauntlet's almost full. I have just a couple more room for gems.
And then you're going to snap, and then what happens? Half the podcasters disappear?
Then I rest.
Thank God.
Then I'm going to put on that cloth shirt that Thanos has and make whatever weird vegetable stew he was making when they cut his head off.
What was he doing? Playing Stardew Valley, basically.
Yeah, he just wanted to play. He wanted to get rid of half of the universe so he could play Stardew Valley for real.
Fully.
He
Yeah.
could LARP it.
Yeah,
he was LARPing
IRL.
Stardew Valley.
LARPing
Yeah.
Stardew Valley.
He's LARPing Stardew Valley.
Yes, absolutely. Have you guys actually been to Bermuda?
No.
Mm-mm.
Me either. I know it exists because people say it so. And like I've seen, like people used to vacation there all the time in like the 50s or whatever, right?
I think there are still like sandals and stuff there.
Bahamas, come on, pretty mama.
I remember Mike Bloomberg, when he was mayor of New York, would go there like every weekend.
So there you go. Rich getaway.
Yeah. It's not far off the coast.
Oh, like Bahamas style.
Yeah. Bermuda is also where Fire Festival wasn't it?
Shut up.
Was it?
Really?
I think it was Bermuda. Yeah.
Wow.
That makes it even worse. Because Bermuda, like the triangle or whatever, already has like that negative connotation. You know, that's something we don't hear about enough anymore. People, I feel like we were
Bermuda
lousy.
Triangle?
Yes.
We don't hear enough about it. Like you're upset that you're not hearing more about the Bermuda Triangle. I just want to be clear on what I'm hearing from you.
Yeah, when we were kids, quicksand, Bermuda Triangle. These were things that were on our radar.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Those are things I was like, oh, I'm worried. What if we fly over the Bermuda Triangle and we're never seen from again, you know?
Yes.
But that is not a fear of mine anymore. I've not heard about the Bermuda Triangle or quicksand. Although, Meg, I did just recently see a TikTok. This guy in another country, I want to say Australia or something. He was like, this is how you get out of quicksand. And he was like halfway down showing people how to do it.
I think I could do it.
You think so? I think you're supposed to like go flat, right? Right.
Yeah.
Well, you're a floater.
Yeah, sure am.
You bring your feet up.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to like go kind of flat,
get kind of long,
and like roll out of it.
Yeah, but like this is what we're nostalgic for. We're nostalgic for the fears of the Bermuda Triangle and of quicksand, because now we have fear of nuclear war constantly. So like, let's make fears great again. Is what I'm saying. Yeah, make fears great again.
Yeah.
There was it during the word puzzle where they talk about the M dash?
Yes. What is an M dash? That's something I didn't get, because somebody did comment on that as well.
I'm doing it with my hand. So M dash is a favorite tool of writers, especially of Jeffrey Cranor. Jeffrey Cranor loved an M dash. Now, as writers, we can no longer use the M dash because anything written with AI is slam and jam full of M dashes.
Yeah.
No.
So it's one of those like tells that something was written with AI, is that it has a lot of M dashes in it.
Wait, it's just like one, if you'd be like just like a dash, like a regular dash.
You know what? Yeah. It's like a break, like when you use it instead of parentheticals as like a thought, like a break in thought in the middle of a sentence.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like Symphony went into her closet. She didn't realize there was a ghost in there and reached for her jacket.
I hate you so much. I love you.
But no, that's how you use it, like to connect, like to put like a little non sequitur thought in the middle.
And why did I look at the closet? It's closed. There's nothing in there.
Stop looking.
There's nothing. Why is it kind of open? You know what? You'll be sorry one day when I get sucked into some other portal in the back of my closet because you wished it that way. And some Etsy witch probably curses me. Somebody pays an Etsy witch.
You should have followed that string of yarn. That's how the Etsy witch traps you. But a path of crap, I would feel bad if that happened.
We would all feel so bad if you were sucked through a porthole in your closet.
Yeah. Yeah, we'd feel bad, but not responsible.
I don't know why I said porthole and not portal, but it would be...
Port M
It would be
dash.
bad if Popeye took you also.
Yeah.
He pulls people through portholes.
Yeah.
And stores them in spinach cans.
Yeah.
So Valentine's Day.
Yep, Valentine's Day.
Historically violent in Night Vale.
Yes. But they've all made it through, thankfully.
I failed to check more than one. I know that the first Valentine's episode, this episode 17, Valentine's Day, there's violence. I did not go back and look to see if there were other incidences of violence on Valentine's Days.
Look, I don't need any sort of historical data. All I need to know is that is what they know right now. You know what I mean? Because so many things have changed with like Hunto Car and like timey-wimey business not being so timey-wimey anymore. So I'm like, whatever. I just accept the things that they're telling me in the moment. And what they're telling me is that Valentine's Day is a violent day that you need to be like run and hide and be scared of and do all that stuff. I'm going to run and hide and be scared, you know? Oh, other things that I didn't think that you should be scared of, but I was like, what the heck? Janice.
Oh, yeah.
And the registry of crushes or whatever, it caught fire. Like, I'm imagining it spontaneously combusted? Question mark.
That was another thing we had to be scared of when we were kids.
Yeah.
But like that was more on
spontaneous combustion.
Just blowing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. When's the last time you heard about somebody spontaneously combusting?
It's been a while.
Only self-immolation these days. Pobody's Nerfic.
Pobody's Nerfic.
That's like one of those shirts that you would get from like Daytona Beach or something. You know, like silly, like dad joke t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Seems like Janice is going to be okay though, but still.
She accidentally arsoned though.
Yeah.
We all do. It happens.
Do we?
Not all of us, but maybe.
I mean, I know she did. I don't blame Janice, and even if I was the neighbor that house got set on fire, I'd be like, oh, you know, you're just tossing out the window. You couldn't possibly know that you weren't tossing it into my house. You just were trying to get it out of your house. But it is what it is, and she burnt that bitch down. You know?
Yeah. Right now, Iris is seeing how loud she can stomp her feet outside my office.
Oh, nice. Well, Pobody's Nerfic.
That's right.
Pobody's Nerfic. She's also screaming. And Joseph's like, please be quiet. Your mom's recording.
I cannot hear it at all.
This is a podcast family.
Yes, that's good. Yeah. This mic was pretty directional. But yeah.
Well, then you'll have to just imagine it.
Yeah, she figured out tonight. We were talking about it. I was like, because normally when she goes to bed, Joseph is like, you can't scream when mommy's working. And so she's like, I know I can't scream when mommy's working. But then she was like, but you wear headphones when you work, right, mommy? I'm like, yes, I wear headphones, but I have a microphone and that picks up the sound. And then she was like, oh, so people could hear me and then we could laugh about it. I'm like, no, babe, they're not going to hear you screaming and laugh about it. They're going to think that I'm a bad mom.
What did she say to that?
She was like, no, you, me, and daddy could just listen to it. And I'm like, that would be great, babe. But there are other people who listen to it.
Well, There's other people. Yeah.
I hope. Wait, is it just the three?
It's just
Yeah,
me
it's
and
just the
Joseph and
three of
Iris
us.
listening to it. And then the three of us
Yeah.
talk. And it's just, you make
No.
a podcast just for me and Joseph and Iris.
Wait, is it you who's writing into us? Like you're writing
Yeah.
all the FanZone Calzones?
I'm the furry. I'm the anonymous poop lady. The anonymous poop lady has been revealed. It's me. That's why it's anonymous.
Hi!
Wow.
That's hilarious. No, that's not true.
I've been catfishing you guys.
I've met so many of our wonderful, beautiful listeners out there on the road, IRL, you know?
I'm those people as well.
Yeah. And Meg, you and I actually met the lovely furry friend.
Yes. So that couldn't
Yeah,
have been
I haven't
me.
gotten to meet any of these people.
Well,
I can't prove you exist.
like Christian from Sacramento. I met him.
Yeah.
He worked at the theater.
What the heck?
I've met all sorts of wonderful people. It's been very exciting.
What the heck?
What the heck? And I can't wait to see if we have any fans in the UK, because we're going to be at doing the UK shows, like 3 of those, and then 1 in the Netherlands. So if you see me IRL and you're like, Symphony, you're so beautiful, which is what you'll say to me. Symphony, you're so beautiful and sparkling, and you smell so good,
Yep.
which is what you'll say to me. I am a listener of Good Morning Night Vale. I will be extra excited to talk to you. Yeah, so a little bonus there for you kids out there.
And if you're an Etsy witch, maybe you could provide Symphony a spell of protection against the porthole that's in her closet.
Yeah. Before Popeye pulls her into the demon dimension.
Actually, guys, I like monthly cleanse my apartment. And the mirrors, the doorways, all of it. Anything that I could be sucked through in a portal or observed through, I try and protect myself. But if there is an Etsy witch out there that wants to send me some extra protection, do it, gal. Do it for me. Thank you, Sister Witch. Up next, we hear from fans and friends of the podcast. But first, a conversation about this episode's weather. This episode's weather is I Went Swimming to the Middle of the Sea by Raising Cane. Okay, when I saw the name, I was like, ooh, like the chicken.
They have since changed their name. They now go by Our Brother Abel. I don't know if it was
Oh.
Raising Cane's that the restaurant which influenced their name change, or if something else
Yeah.
influenced their name change, but now they go by Our Brother Abel. So
Interesting. Still the same biblical story.
yeah, if you're out there, Our Brother Abel, if you want to let us know if it was a chicken restaurant that led to your name change, let us know.
Chicken restaurant kerfuffle.
Yeah. We need to know.
Maybe it was because it could have been like, because I had never heard of Raising Cane's until maybe 3 years ago or something. I just feel like they've been expanding more and more. So
Yeah.
maybe that it's becoming more of a national brand. They were like cease and desist or whatever. Even though the cane is spelled different.
Yes.
You know, this one's spelled like the Bible one. That one is spelled like a hobbling cane. I've still never had the chicken, but I have had this song. I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah.
I liked that they were singing not harmonies, but it was like, was it 2 people or is it 1 person singing overdubbing their own track? That's the one thing I couldn't tell.
Oh, yeah. Are they doubling?
So there are 2 vocalists in the band. There's a lead
Okay.
vocal, and then there's support vocal, and then there's a 3-piece, and then there's a drummer.
Okay, work. Well, I liked that it just gave a little bit more volume, bulk to the song. Do you know what I mean? To the vocals, it just gave more, not quite choral, but I don't know. There's something about people singing the same notes and it just makes the sound fuller, you know? And it was giving kind of Simon and Garfunkel, but no harmony, which I enjoyed very much.
Yeah, I liked their sound a lot. I found it to be a unique listen.
Yeah. Yes.
They are a folk rock band from the North Country, 3 members. They met at Clarkson University, and that is what their Bandcamp page has told me.
Oh.
I don't know that they're still out and doing it, but they might be. I know that they're on Blue Sky, if you want to give them a follow over there, which I always love when someone's on Blue Sky. So,
Yeah.
Nice. Yep.
yeah.
Love it. And love this song.
List it. Are you going to love it or are you going to list it? Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it with fillings and eat it.
Huh? Ooh, delicious. Let's do it.
Welcome to the FanZone Calzone.
Lately, I've been all over the place. Between touring, dog sitting, and traveling, my routine has become non-existent. Now that my travel schedule has slowed down, I need to get back to eating real food and not just grabbing what I can when I can. And Factor is making that easier for me. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes and require little to no prep and no cleanup. So even on the days when my schedule is completely out of whack, eating well is still achievable. Like today, I had 3 meetings and a client. By the time I was done, I was hungry and I just needed to eat. So I grabbed the Beurre Blanc filet mignon with Parmesan risotto and it was delicious. I was amazed at how tender it was and how flavorful the risotto was and saved me from having to pick something up quick. And in 2 minutes, I had something healthy, fresh, and delicious. So if you like fast, easy, and delicious meals, I think you would like Factor meals too. Let's eat real. Head to factormeals.com/GMNV50OFF and use code GMNV50OFF to get 50% off and 1 free breakfast item per box for 1 year, while supplies last until 10/31/2026. That's code GMNV50OFF at factormeals.com. GMNV50OFF at factormeals.com. See website for more details.
I'm Livy Dunn, All-American gymnast and Viore athlete. When you travel and train as much as I do, you find happiness where you are. On the mat or on the sand, movement and comfort are essential. That's why I live in Performance Joggers by Viore. Made from DreamNet fabric that's made of 89% recycled materials, effortlessly soft and made to move as much as I do. My happiness starts here, in the softest joggers on the planet. Get 20% off your first purchase at Viore.com/Libby. That's VUORI.com/LIVVY. Exclusions apply. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Go to Viore.com/Libby and discover the full versatility of Viore clothing. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions.
Yum.
First, we hear from Kilroy. Kilroy writes, "Hello and good eve after morning, esteemed tri-hosts. I have suffered from crippling insomnia, anxiety, and depression since about the age of 10. I'm currently 31, so my ties to reality have always been strained at best. I was introduced to the world of Night Vale by a dear friend of mine in 2014-ish while earning my degree at college. I spent countless sleepless weeks holed up in the library listening to Welcome to Night Vale, as well as the Ballad of Fielder and Munt on endless repeat while working on my homework and projects. Shout out to Disparition."
Mm-hmm.
It really means a lot to know that there is a large community of people who celebrate the absurd and bizarre, as it has been my norm. I was lucky enough to catch 2 shows at the Keswick Theater since my hometown isn't far from Hal's. If I'm being completely honest, I can't say I would have survived my experiences without the welcome influence of weirdness filling my ear holes. From the bottom of my deepest appreciation, thank you all. As a token of payment, I offer my understanding/mind canon of station management/city council. It's a painting by the Polish artist. I should have learned to pronounce his name. Last name is Basinski. And I know this artist, the Polish artist Basinski, who pioneered the field of dystopian surrealism. Also, my partner Abby and I need to include our Night Vale-influenced pet, Ernest Emmett. That's right, Everett. The grayish domestic short hair with definite orange energy. Thank you again for all that you do. Sincerely, Night Vale's Kilroy. And then Kilroy has included the painting by the Polish artist Beksinski and a picture of their cat. That cat definitely has orange cat energy, although is a gray short hair. You're right. I can see it. That cat has orange cat energy.
Yeah.
I will say, check out Beksinski's paintings. And I find it interesting that you brought this up. Joseph has a series of Beksinski's paintings, and he's had them. We've moved them 4 times now. So we have them. They're in his office. So they are definitely in the world of Night Vale influence. Are some of these paintings. So I've never seen this one before, though. I'll put it in the Patreon.
They definitely look like they're heading to Bermuda.
To Firefest.
They're entering their gate to get on the plane.
I love that cat. It is very cute, and I want to scritch its chin.
Yeah.
Up next, we have an anonymous phlebotomist writes an email with the subject, "Snitches get stitches." Peasants, shut up if you please. Wow, okay, strong start. Your speculations about vampires are ridiculous and a waste of your valuable intelligence and riz. Such creatures do not exist. And if they would certainly not work as phlebotomists. It would be rude in the extreme and totally ungroovy to work in a position that so involves that wine dark liqueur, that salty substance of life, that miraculous libation that carries air and nutrients and self. Anyways, that is not on, mate. Certainly it makes sense. Many of those labs are windowless rooms where the sun cannot reach. And whoever reads those labels must put on the tiny shot glasses, sample bottles of blood that are taken for lab testing? Who is to know if one of them, possibly one more than a doctor requested, reads snack? That is merely a joke that the other nurses find most amusing. Such a tiny sample of the ruby red wonder, a harmless amount missed by neither doctor nor patient, would surely be enough to sustain a vampire through their daily life. Small sips of drink are the most quenching. But that is not how creatures of the night live. It would be too banal to spend immortality in scrubs. Never mind that one in this position have the opportunity to speak to people of all walks of life and learn in snippets of small talk of their joys and their fears. Never mind that it would provide an opportunity to become a connoisseur of A, B, and O, able to distinguish the various vintages with just a sniff. Never mind that a clever student of the sanguine arts would be able to tell the moment a bloodborne illness appeared and might be able to guide a trusted doctor or two to the correct tests and treatments. No matter the lives one might save. It's simply not done. And if it were, well, why would you speak of it on the airwaves? Now, your listeners will look with suspicion at anyone who approaches them with a needle. I have but one thing to say to this. Bruh. Kindly keep your speculations about vampires to yourself in the future, lest you expose more of us. Them! Living out their long lives in peace. That is, if they existed. Which they don't. I do love the show. Keep up the good work and try not to be gauche. Sincerely, an anonymous phlebotomist. I am taking all of this as the gospel and canon. And that's all I have to say about that. Thanks for writing in, anonymous phlebotomist.
Well, I don't know how to top that.
You can't. You literally can't.
I love the bit. It's such a good, a solid bit. All right. I do have something from Jennifer.
Okay.
Jennifer wrote in with the subject line, ostomies and a matter of blood. Hello, tri-hosts and Hal in particular. As you can probably tell from the subject line, I am going through the back catalog of Good Morning Night Vale and just got to A Matter of Blood Part 3 and heard the part where Hal was fascinated by someone he saw out in the world with some sort of catheter / urostomy situation. If you're not interested in random details of someone's non-standard waste elimination, feel free to skip to the last paragraph. I will not. We're going to keep going. I have had an ileostomy since mid-2011, and I have nothing left beyond my small intestine in my GI system. In January 2011, I started having IBD symptoms. February, my doctors thought I had some mild colitis. By March, things were really bad, and I had lost 10% of my body weight. In May, I was hospitalized, and the doctors decided I needed to have my colon out. June was my ostomy surgery, which was supposed to be a few hours long and then a few days recovery before going home. Instead, the surgery took 8 hours, and I ended up with a whole bunch of complications and was in the hospital for over 2 weeks. I spent my 8th wedding anniversary in the hospital. Recovery took a long time due to some lingering infections and skin issues from the new bag, but by the end of the year, I was mostly feeling normal again and could actually participate in my own life. For me, this is a permanent change. Everything was too bad to try for the reversible kind. But 14 years later, it basically feels normal. It is still my least favorite part of my body, but dealing with occasional skin issues and bag problems is a lot better than the life I had in the few months before my surgery. It's not the sort of topic most people are interested in hearing about, so I don't talk about it much. If Hal or any of you have other questions about it, please ask. Okay, poop talk over. Thanks for doing the show. It's a lot of fun reliving the Night Vale episodes with you and getting all the fun stories you guys have to share. Jennifer. Well, geez, what an ordeal. I'm sorry it was such a difficult process, but I'm also glad to know, and this is something maybe like for all of us that spot these things in the wild, like those people are living they have reached their normal lives and they are living them happily. For you, the outside person, for me in this case, seeing it was like, oh, that I've not seen that before. I've questions. I'm thinking about it. Like it's new to the person seeing it for the first time, not new necessarily for the person who has it. So thank you for sharing your story and for offering that perspective on it. And thank you to everyone else for listening to the show as you do each and every time. I hope next episode will be the Kareem Nazari show. Until then, good morning, Night Vale. Good morning.
Good Morning Night Vale is a Night Vale Presents production. It is hosted by Symphony Sanders, Meg Bashwiner, and Hal Lublin. It is edited by Felicia Dominguez and mixed by Vincent Cacchione. It is produced by Meg Bashwiner. Theme music by Disparition. Email us at info@goodmorningnightVale.com to share your theories and ask questions, or to tell us what you did the day after the day. This show is powered by our patrons, like Megan Lamb, Valtric Exos, Adam Mancuso, Allie Graham, and Alicia Hornsby. If you are interested in supporting this show in exchange for lots of fun, exclusive, insider, hyper cool kid content, check us out at patreon.com/goodmorningnightVale. For more information on this show, go to goodmorningnightVale.com. Special thanks to Joella Knapp, Jeffrey Craner, Bree Williams, and Joseph Fink. Calzone ingredient of the week: 4 oranges and a box of cereal.
I'm not giving up. I am selling the building.
The final season of FX's The Bear.
The restaurant is flooded.
Everything's either going to be okay.
No, stop!
Or not.
We are outgunned and we are outmanned, but we have each other.
FX's The Bear, the final season. All episodes now streaming on Disney+.
At ZocDoc, we know being a healthy adult is like living in a video game. Every day has side quests, taxes, laundry, birthdays. And just when you're leveling up, you have to book a doctor. The insurance portal crashes. They put you on hold. Your doctor doesn't take your plan. Game over. We see you. So we made booking a doctor easy. Download ZocDoc. Search by specialty, insurance, and availability. Book instantly. No cheat codes required. Find a doctor you love with ZocDoc.